here talking about what everybody's talking about. Well, not everybody. I actually understand how people can stay on Tyler Perry shows and just veg out on all of that every night. I get it. I was very tempted today. I was like, when is Big Dicks and Bad Acting coming back? Because I just need a break right now. I need a break. So I found a break in Jada Pinkett. I was like, why do we need to know this? I'm so sick of people selling books. As somebody that's about to get out there and sell books, let me not assault my own game. But I'm just like, really? Did we need to know this? But I kind of feel like we do. So I'm gonna talk about this today too. She's got a new book out called, it's coming out, I think. Is it out? I don't know. I'm not buying it. Let me just fully disclose. Maybe I will. I doubt it. It's called Worthy. She looks amazing on the cover. So she's out there doing interviews, and we have some clips. Matter of fact, let's just play. Okay, so she sat down with Hoda Kotb, who we love. We love Hoda. Very pleasant woman. When I used to see her in the hallways at Sirius XM, just always pleasant, always ready to give somebody a hug. Just a nice lady. So I get Jada sitting down and talking with her, not Oprah. I do. It was a much different interview. I'm sure. She talks about in the book. This is one thing, Smith. Before we play the clip, she talks about how I'm going to read from the book. One particular summer, Chris Rock, he said he thought that we were getting a divorce, Will and I. So he called me, and basically he was like, I'd love to take you out. Jada said she was taken aback by the call. She said, I was like, what do you mean? He said, well, aren't you and Will getting a divorce? And she was like, I was like, no, those are just rumors, Chris. And then he was appalled. She said, and he profusely apologized, and that was that. So now that puts a perspective on it, because I know that she had to be like, do you know Chris Rock just called me talking about, aren't you getting a divorce, trying to take me out, as if. I'm with Will Smith. I'm not saying anything other than I'll see her. You can say what you want about him. You know what I'm saying? It's Chris Rock that he even thought, yo, I promise you, money will make you feel like you could do anything, including be president of the United States, and you wouldn't be wrong. and have children and stuff, like looking like you do and then being like you are. Money is this is the problem with this world. There's no accountability for people. Anyway, so I'm sure that was in the mix when he was saying those things about Jada. I'm sure Will was like, this mother, and then he got the nerve to try to make my wife, and she's still his wife, and I don't think they're ever going to get divorced, at least according. Let's just play the clip, and then we're going to go back to serious stuff. I just had to sprinkle some nonsense in the midst of this heaviness. So indulge, please. Play it, Smith.
There are so many surprising things in the book, but the thing that surprised me the most, that I actually had to reread it because I said, is this true?
Right.
Was that in 2016, you and Will decided that you were going to live completely separate lives.
Yes.
It was not a divorce on paper,
right,
but it was a divorce. So from the year 2016, which is 7 years ago now,
yes,
y'all have been apart.
Yeah.
Over the next several years, Jada and Will kept up the appearance of a committed married couple. They even faced a scandal when Jada had what she called an entanglement with a family friend. Neither let the public know they had already split.
So I guess my question is, I feel like you're a straight talker.
I am.
Except you're not sometimes.
Yeah.
So why do that? Like, what was the reason?
I think just not being ready yet. Still trying to figure out between the two of us.
Yeah.
How to be in partnership.
I feel like this is a little PR. She also said that she thought that Will smacking Chris was part of a skit, that she didn't know it was real until he came back to the seat. There's a lot in this book. I mean, it explains a lot too, but at the same time, I feel like y'all's covering your asses. I just feel like it's fine. We should all tell our own narratives. I'm here for it. All right.